Nigeria, a country blessed with abundant human and natural resources, has unfortunately witnessed numerous cases of financial fraud perpetrated by its public servants for decades. The Code of Conduct Bureau (CCB) facts under Nigeria's constitution to maintain high standards in the conduct of government business and to enforce the Code of Conduct for public officers had summoned the Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunji-ojo to present himself at its headquarters in Abuja. The minister has asked for a postponement of the invitation, citing his unavailability due to national assignment.
What the Code of Conduct says, that's as stated in the 5th schedule of the Constitution, is that it would be a conflict of interest if you are, while being a public officer, you're also running the affairs of a private organization. Now, the idea of running the affairs will presuppose that you are a director of that organization, maybe the managing director or an executive director. It's on that basis you'll be running the affairs. Now, if you put a narrow interpretation to that, it might be easy for us to say the Minister of Interior isn't running the affairs of that company, right? Because he said that he had resigned from that organization since 2019, it's about 5 years ago. Now, having resigned, he's no longer carrying out a functional running of that organization in the literal sense. If we go into a grammatical sense and look at how other factors could play out in whether he's running or not, we look at the consideration of the fact that he's still a shareholder. He admitted that himself. He brought, I saw him bring the papers to a live television to show that he resigned being a director, which is fine. But he added that he's still a shareholder. Now, as shareholder, you're just basically profiting from anything the company makes in terms of profit, in terms of revenue and all of that, income and all of that. Now, you're not running the affairs in the real sense of it. However, his wife is still a director. He admitted that as well, that when they set up the company, it was himself, his wife, that were directors, and he didn't mention that his wife has resigned as a director. So apparently, I mean, if you go home and you have a conversation with your wife, so how far is this company doing? And then the wife could tell you, yes, we submitted a bid to the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs. So it's not that he doesn't know. He may not be directly pressing the button, but he'll be aware that, okay, yes, since he lives close to his wife, perhaps, his wife will tell you, I pressed this button on the remote. So say, okay, yeah, you can still press that other button. So he's not physically running the affairs of the company, but we could draw inference of him doing so.
Although the minister denied being actively involved in the running of his family's company, Ajibola Yusuf says there is a need for CCB to ensure a thorough investigation into the allegation.
Over time, public officers have always taken the provision of the Code of Conduct for levity. The provision says don't have foreign accounts. You find out many public officers do have foreign accounts. I don't know how many public officers has been put to book for having foreign accounts, but there are many of them who do. There are many of them who are involved in, who don't declare assets. They buy properties because they buy in the name of someone and shield it. There's a lot that the CCB can do. It only makes our public officers more accountable, and it makes the populace trust them the more. The more the CCB can function, that's the tribunal and the bureau and the tribunal itself, the more they can function and make public officers accountable, the more the citizens can trust the system.
Following the minister's failure to comply with the directive, civil society actor Yusuf Amos asserts that no minister is immune to answering the CCB's call, especially on matters involving financial fraud.
We have civil servants setting up NGOs, we have public servants setting up companies, as in the case of the Interior Minister, as it is being alleged. You are a minister, you have a company that is benefiting from government funds in questionable circumstances. You are being invited and you are giving excuses. The man should be arrested and be forced to come and answer for the allegations. And if it is proved to be false, then he should be let free to go and continue his work. But if there is any indication of collusion in this matter, then he has no business being a minister of the Federal Republic.
The scandal at the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry has engulfed the immediate past Minister Sadia Umar, her suspended successor Betta Edu, and Halima Shehu. Nigerians hope that the Tinubu administration will guarantee the prosecution of any public office holder guilty of impropriety without fear or favor. Abdurrahman Umar, Trust TV News, Abuja.